sending to the bed or sending to a mat for your next exercise at intermediate level. I'm using Taylor here. If you hear the odd bark, it's Merlin because I've shut him out and he's having a tantrum. And that's a terrier that's just woken up for you, so he can sit out there for a minute. First step, using a luring method, is we're going to start with your dog with you, short distance away from the bed or blanket or whatever you're using, not in a stay or wait because that can demotivate your dog at this stage. And you just want them hold onto the collar or a harness, pop a treat onto the bed itself, onto the bed itself, and then when they look at the treat you can put your cue word in as they head to the bed away from you. So Taylor, on that bed? Yes. And when they get there, down. Good. Down or a sit just to get a nice steady position. Bring them back off of the bed again. There you go. Sit. Good boy. Another treat on the back of the bed, not the front, because if you put the treat on the front, your dog can just step over and take the treat without touching the bed at all. Taylor, on the bed. Yes. And down. Good boy. Good boy. And so once your dog's going to the bed quite happily without needing too much help, that's when you can start increasing the distance and putting a stay or a weight in. So Taylor, come. Around. Down. Wait. Wait. Taylor, down. Wait. Wait. So you go to the bed to put your treat on, wait. Come back to your dog on the bed. Okay. And down. Good boy. And then come back to where the bed is to praise your dogs and fuss them for going to the blanket. If you leave your dog, come here to put the treat on and then stand here and say, come on to your bed, you are inviting them to join you to the bed, and your dog's not going to learn to do this from a distance. They're always going to need you next to the blanket to show them. Whereas what we want them to be able to do is to be anywhere in the room. You can be anywhere else in the room as well, and you ask them to go to bed or go to Target and they'll head to where the nearest bed or blanket is. Okay, so that's why you gradually increase the distance. That's why you go back to your dog before you tell them to go to whatever the item is you're sending them to, so bed or a blanket, etc. What position you get at the end is up to you. I use a down because that works well for a bed or a blanket. When I'm using a mat or a Target, I tend to use a stand or a sit just to differentiate. Okay, so what the position to do is up to you. I would advise following your dog to the blanket at this stage and help them into the position. That helps them do it on the actual bed itself and get the position that you're after. Whereas if they go to the bed, get the treat, a lot of dogs will come back off to come to you to do that position. So it means they can actually stay settled in this one place. Okay. So an end result for an on the bed, just to show you with Taylor here, would be gradually you'd have no food on the bed first. It would be completely flat and empty. Taylor, come here then. Taylor. And Taylor on the bed. Down. Good boy. And then you come in and treat at the end. There's a good fella. So that would be the finished result for an on the bed or centre mark, okay? Again, it could be a raised bed, it could be a blanket, towel, whatever you like, but they can go to it on that cue without you needing to walk with them and point to it and show them where it needs to be, okay? But initially, this first method is using food on the bed. Just be about a foot or so away from it with your dog. Hold the collar, let them see what you're doing. Treat on the back of the bed, let your dog go and ask them to do bed, blanket, towel, whatever you're using. Follow your dog to then praise them and fuss. Gradually increase that distance, start putting a stay or a weight in so you can come to the blanket, put your treat on, return to your dog and then send them to the bed, but follow them to get the position. And then if they're doing that successfully, you can have a go at being a bit closer again. Don't put the treat on the bed to start with, just maybe smooth it out a little bit to show your dog where they're heading, get back to where your dog is, send them out to the bed, follow them quickly to get your treat in there, otherwise they're likely to get to the blanket, so there's no treat, and then come back to you for their reward. So get there quick so you can treat them in the right place. Okay. Another way of doing it would be shaping using a clicker. I found the crumbliest treats in the world to show you this. Really isn't that helpful. But if you're using a clicker, all you'd want to do to start with, and if you're using a clicker for shaping, you'll know what I'm talking about, is you'd start with a bed or a blanket nearby. Taylor, good boy. And don't do anything, just maybe put the blanket down. As soon as your dog goes anywhere near that blanket, you'd click and treat. I don't want you. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Good boy. Try again. And you just wait until your dog goes near the blanket. He's not looking at it at the moment, he's not doing anything with it. No. You can do. Show me. And as you can see, Taylor's used to being lured. He's getting a bit frustrated. The bed. Where is it? Taylor? So I'm cheating a little bit because I'm trying to show you quickly. If I was doing this properly from scratch, we'd be here quite some time. I'm indicating a tiny bit by being near the bed, but I'm waiting for Taylor to do it by himself and clicking as soon as he makes it. And that's gradually what you do, is just literally wait for the dog to put their forward paws on the bed itself, click, treat away from the bed to take them off of it, wait for them to go back on again. And then if you want more from your dog, you would wait for your dog to go to the bed and lay down like Taylor's doing there. So that is the other way of teaching on the bed. You then at some point need to add a word in. Treat, good boy. Bed, good boy. And so then you choose again what word you want to put in. So this method, if you do clicker and you do shape, can work a little bit quicker. If, however, you have a dog that either is new to clicking or shaping or tends to be lured for most things, then I have found that dogs can learn on the bed in one session basically by using a treat. As long as you are moving away from the bed to send your dogs out to that blanket, it helps them to really understand they have to leave you to head towards that blanket. If you keep going back towards it and then showing your dog where to go, your dog isn't going to learn to do the distance. Okay, so that's on the bed or sending to a target or a mat for your intermediate